could run it, if we could run it back, and do you wonder if we could run it back, if we could run it, if we could run it back, and do you wonder if we could run it back? All of the things I didn't know, I had to get out down the road inside.
So I took one of the special parts, and the owner won't know because they don't watch my channel.
Either got lost in the B-roll, let all the window to learn how the world goes. We didn't know how to move on. If we could run it.
I only have one of these left. Someone broke the other one.
If we could run it back, and do you wonder if we could run all of the things I didn't know, I had to get out down the road inside of the same old, caught in circles, round they go.
Good morning and welcome back to my channel, and welcome if you're new here. So I know you clicked on this video to hear why your channel is not growing or why your channel is stuck, but we are going to speak about my channel specifically. Yeah, I hope you don't mind. So I wanted to start with a different point today. Yesterday I recorded the very same video, and when I played the footage back, I was just not happy with it, and a little bit of that need for things to be perfect creeped in, but I'm still trying to figure out if it's an obsession to have the perfect video art, or is it that I am wanting to make progress. I'm stuck there. I don't know. I think it's a little bit of both, and that's why I'm redoing this. So let me share some of the things that I think is the reason why my channel has not grown the way that I expected it to grow. So let's go have my coffee quickly. So I know the advice is often to not pay attention to the numbers. The recommendation is often like to not constantly look at it, right? It's easier said than done. I got into that whole thing where I felt like I needed to do more things to make the numbers grow. That's totally outside of my control. It's outside of anybody's control. You can only do so much, and you have to focus on doing what you can, like what is in your sphere of influence, or what is in your control, you know? So in my control is how I edit, what I record, what my title is, what my, all of those things. Like I can control those things. I can make those things better. I can improve on my sound because I speak softly. I can add more camera angles because I know that's what people want to see. I can become a better storyteller, I can improve of my skills. But even with doing so, I don't have control over the numbers. And as much as staying away from the numbers is really good advice, what I want to leave you with is why is good advice. While you're watching those numbers, you're probably not creating, or you're not creating to the best of your ability, because those numbers do get to you. I'm not going to lie and pretend like I have it all under control. Those numbers can slow you down. if you allow it to. So if you're fixated on the numbers and you're still producing quality content, yay. If you are fixated on the numbers and you're not producing good content, or you're not producing content regularly as you should, then maybe it's time to ignore the numbers. And our dog is just constantly gonna bark because, shame, he's a bit anxious. I think his first 4 months of his life was not really good, and yeah, he's always just acting, not acting, but he's always just highly strung. We're helping him the best way we can, but yeah, unfortunately, there's only certain things that we have in our control.
It's hard when you keep close. Rewind with my eyes closed. Might need a breather. Got lost in the B-roll.
The next thing that I want to chat about for the reason for my channel not growing is that I haven't really built a community yet. And it's not easy for me to do because I don't know, I get into my head about that. So yes, there's people that show up and they watch the videos and they comment. But it's not at the point yet where they would click off someone else's video to watch mine. And I'm going to come back to this as well because I don't have any control over it. But what I will say though, is that I know that with time, with patience on my end, effort on my end, and now he's drinking water, guys. This dog's timing is off today. It's so off, but we move. So with time, with patience, with consistency, I know that when I show up regularly, others are going to show up for me regularly. And no matter how long that takes, I'm willing to wait it out. But maybe have a look and see if you've built a community. Whichever platform you're on, have you built a community? Have you found your tribe? Have you found the people that chance? These dogs. Yeah. Have you found your tribe? Have you?
We let all the wind blow to learn how the world goes. And we didn't know how to move on.
I heard your voice crack over the phone. That's not the way it's supposed to be. You asked to hear my point of view. I'll never think the way you do. What am I supposed to even say?
So I decided to switch over to a voiceover because it's just too loud around the house today. But anyway, this little rose that you see there, right? That plant was there before we moved in, and we've been here for more than 5 years that we've been staying at this house. And we don't take care of that little rose bush. And if you can see around it, the other plants are like, they're getting the same amount of water because they're in the same spot and they're being watered by Mother Nature. But the reason why this little rose bush is so amazing is that there would just be times where we see these beautiful little roses that bloom at their own time. And this just brings me to probably the final point that I want to make in this video. Everybody's not going to bloom at the same time. And if you're expecting to bloom at the same time compared to your colleagues, your friends, other YouTubers, you are going to set yourself up for heartbreak. So, like this little rose bush, bloom where you planted. And even though everything and everybody else around you looks successful and looks like they are shooting out the lights and looks like they're just doing the most and doing the best, and your plant or your channel looks like it's dying and it has no life left and there's nothing more that it can do, it can still produce a flower, it can still produce fruit. So I think that's my encouragement to you and to myself, is everybody is not going to bloom at the same time, and it's okay. It's okay. What you look like on the outside, what the numbers look like right now, is not a reflection of how deep your roots are. It's not a reflection of the time and the effort that you're putting in. Yes, but keep at it. Stay at it. Time, patience, consistency, perseverance is going to get you to the place that you want to be. And one day, a butterfly is just going to come and rest on one of your dry leaves. And everything is going to look beautiful again. But look back at your journey and appreciate the stumbling blocks, the dryness, the fruitlessness, the times when the buds are not flowering, when it doesn't look like there's hope. Stay at it.